Ladies and gentlemen.
And we're back. This is Drew Sits With Us, and I'm joined by Phil Lisiecki.
I like this music.
I've had people call it the Wii Sports music, disco something.
Oh, yeah, dude, it does sound like Wii Sports. Yeah.
But yeah. I needed theme music, and I just went on like free YouTube music or something and just like ripped it. Yeah.
Do you know what Wii Sports music sounds like? How old are you?
I'm 20, about to be 27.
Okay.
Now that you say it, I can't think of it. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm 38. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that Wii is.
But can you sing the song I'm saying? Do you have the melody?
No, I don't think there's no singing in it. It's just the like victory music when you win a bowling game or something.
That's true. You know when you throw the ball backwards and everybody like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a father-in-law who he's probably 5 years into dementia, but nobody wants to admit it. And that's the last time I played Wii Sports was when he tried to go for a strike and he just fell sideways.
Oh,
pretty hilarious. So always like to pick on the disabled, right?
Yeah, good way to start it.
Yeah. You know what actually did that? I posted this and it sounds, I guess it was way funnier on the spot than like online.
Okay.
But I work at a carpet shop with all these like ball busting boomers. I have 3 bosses that are always fighting with each other, and I have to unload. So it's goofy is this line it's stuck in my head. I have to when you get truck deliveries, you're not allowed to go on the truck or like they can like you can sue them if you fuck up your knee or something. So they have to at least get it off the truck.
Sure.
So every driver that goes to our location, they fucking, like carpet padding, they get pissed off because they have to unload it. And there's motherfuckers driving in flip-flops, smoking
Totally.
So this one guy came. So I have to give them the new speech every time. And this one guy, he came, he's like, I cannot unload. I have stage 4 cancer. And I'm just like, well, and you thought driving a truck is good?
Right.
So then
suck it up, buddy.
Yeah. So then I go inside and I tell my boss, I'm like, this guy doesn't want to fucking load. He's like, what's the excuse? Stage 4 cancer.
Yeah.
So he goes out there all pissed off. He's like, yo, I got diabetes. This guy's blind. This Polish redneck has epilepsy. So maybe we can start a Special Olympics team. But till then, let's stop being a bunch of fucking pussies and unload this truck. It's like, and I was dying from that. Like,
also, that's got to be a lie, right? Stage 4 cancer.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a lie because I do not have good views on American healthcare. Like, it's awful here.
Right.
I mean, the shit that I've seen, I knew a union guy who, they say like high school is the worst for girls, right? Like it's worse than boys, right? Because of gossip and expectancies, whatever.
Sure.
I knew a guy, he was laid off, so his health insurance was inactive. His daughter went through her first breakups, like real cry for help, ends up in a psych suicide prevention thing for 2 days because it was just a breakup. He had like a $30,000 bill.
What?
Because no health insurance, and that, I mean, that's how America is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that place is. I was in suicide prevention, and that place it's sad, dude. It's fucked up. Like the people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They kind of want to keep the people there. Like they I tried being part of getting me into stand-up. I wanted to do, I don't know what you would call it, TED Talks, motivational speaker, fat guy, little coat, on like how comedy helped me. They didn't want me. They were like, everything that you say here somehow has to equal we help you, which is medications. So they're trying to get everyone on drugs.
Right.
And it's no, dude, you could just write about how your dead mom's a cunt, like, come on.
Yeah, I wonder what percentage of people in those places, like therapy, or like even just like human connection, right? Like how many people, like you said, it's a breakup, right? That one could be solved easily. Obviously, that's sad, and that obviously girls, like you said, take it a little bit harder.
Yeah,
but yeah, like that could have been prevented. But there is like a sizable percentage of people in those places that probably do need drugs, right? Like what, 25% probably?
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least.
I'm
Not that I'm for overprescribing. I'm definitely anti big pharma and anti like giving kids Adderall at 2 years old and shit.
Yeah, the way they do meds is weird. It's like because like, how do I put this? Like, I know this from I used to exercise a lot, and then I was just like, dude, I don't I don't care about being fit that much anymore.
Yeah,
like doing comedy, I'm like, it's better if I'm fat, But like I don't know, just working out. I almost want to write a bit. Working out is so fucking boring.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Like if it wasn't, then you wouldn't listen to music. You wouldn't listen to audiobooks. You'd be like, this is so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where I was going. Oh, I was talking about how, so like, because I was into working out, like I did jujitsu and CrossFit was the last stuff that I did, and the way they prescribe medication, it's like, it's across the board. So it's like, oh, you're telling me this 3-year-old who's depressed, it takes the same amount of Prozac as this like 30-year-old morbidly obese person.
Right.
Totally different weight, totally different age,
Yeah.
It's a very
that's what the dose is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. They're just trying to get it so that the doctor gets a cut. And I figured I figured this out because one of the medications that worked well for me, I just have like, it's like a mild OCD panic. It's PTSD from living in a broken home. But what ended up working for me is
I could have guessed you came from a broken home with that rat's tail.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it? Sorry, I feel like we got to talk about this.
I don't know what I call it. Can
you turn for the camera?
Yeah. I got this on accident. It is an accident, right? I fucking
looks like an abortion.
Yeah, dude. That's what I tell. It's a botched abortion because as soon as you think it's gone, it keeps coming back. That baby ain't dead. But no, I actually I went to I wanted to get a mullet and I don't have money, so I went to Sports Clips.
Sure.
And the lady there was excited that I was the first guy that was like, so let's talk about the game. And she couldn't speak English well anyways, but I was like, yeah, 2, 4, like as far as the razors.
Yeah.
She just heard 2. So she just did it all over.
Gotcha.
And then I look like a Japanese monk, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm keeping this way. Like this looks unhinged. It works for me,
I think it's cool. It definitely gives you a little extra flair because I'm looking at you and I can't see it right now. And you look clean cut. You look like a good citizen. But every once in a while, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
the horse kind of tail starts kicking around in the back.
Yeah. I think I also saw, like, I'm not nuts about Tool, the band, but the singer had this kind of hair for like a little bit in the early. I like Tool, but Tool fans ruin Tool. It's kind of like,
what's his name again?
Maynard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard him on Rogan before, but I know nothing about Tool. I've listened to like a handful of songs, but I it's like a heavier rock, right? 90s, something like that.
Yeah. Well, the fans make it seem like he does this algebraic equation when he writes music, and it's like, this sounds just like Korn or Disturbed or Slipknot. There's nothing overly talented about, you know what I mean? And I also, like, I was venting to my buddy Bewey. He's like my best friend in comedy. We were venting about how there's people who they take, like, it's like there's some people you take acid and it inspires the fuck out of you. And there's some people who just keep taking it and you just become annoying. Like every little, like, look at all the bubbles in these ice cubes. It's like we're one.
We're all the ice cube, man.
Yeah. And I think
that was a great slurp.
Yeah. I like it. The way, I don't know how to say it. He was like a military man. I think he was in the Navy or Air Force. He seems like one of those people who's like, I got fucked by the military. Now I want to be this expressive artist, but it's so hard to be an artist. It's so hard to be this cool. And he forces the art. I don't know why the fuck we're talking about Maynard. I don't know why I got on that.
I get what you're saying though. Yeah, it's that's
Like
why,
some people just don't have that creative muscle, and they try to force it, and it looks stupid.
so Maynard is psychedelic, right? He's one of those guys, or no?
I don't think he is. I think he tries to be.
But don't they say that it's like Tool is like a psychedelic heavy metal kind of thing, right? Or am I wrong on that?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the.
Maybe I'm confusing that with Fish, right? That's obviously way more psychedelic.
Yeah. And Fish is even more annoying fans.
They really think Trey is like a mathematician, right? That's like nerd rock.
Yeah.
My aunt and uncle live in Fort Collins, Colorado, so they're hippies, and
are they nuts about Fish?
they've probably gone to like, I don't even know, 200 shows or something like that. Like, yeah,
really?
That's like,
oh wow,
that's their thing. Yeah, and as they've gotten older, and like, it's my mom's younger sister, so. Anyways, as they've had kids and stuff, they're much more professional, and they've grown up and they're adults and stuff. They're not like hippie losers or anything, but I always want to ask them, like, so what are you guys really doing at these shows? Like, are you guys like going crazy, like rolling balls and shit, or like?
You know what? I really think it's like just a pickleball community for potheads.
It's kind of what I feel like they're doing. Like now they've gotten to this age where they're wearing their Keens and they've got the little like wagon they're dragging and stuff. And, they're not drinking too much. They're not hungover the next day. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like they kind of.
It's a sense of community where like people don't,
Yeah.
You know what you're dealing, because like I call people out too much. I burn so many bridges with that. I don't like it that they make it seem like it's something more than it really is. It's like, oh, we're all individuals. We're all one. Y'all dress the same.
Yeah.
Y'all smell the same.
Sure, truly.
So
it's kind of like church, really. Now that we're really getting into it.
Yeah.
And now we're getting to the big picture here. Is that okay? Is it actually better to be the person on the inside of the if you're a parrot head for Jimmy Buffett or whatever the fuck, like if you just give in to the fun and go, yeah, it's kind of corny and it's kind of bullshit, but it feels like family, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Me and Barb met each other 20 years ago at a Jimmy Buffett show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Better than Juggalos, right?
That's the worst one. I mean, are all those people on a list? I could see you at the gathering. That hand tattoo. What the fuck is that?
This is a yin and yang. This is a yin and yang. The original writing, because I didn't want those cum rags that white women have on their bumper. I was just writing a bit about that today at the open mic.
Oh yeah,
where I was like, because I had a white lady come up to me. She's like, "Oh, are you another white guy with Asian tattoo?" And she's like, "What if some Asian guy just wrote fucking beef chop suey on your arm and you don't even know it?" Like, I fucking love beef chop suey. I kind of want to get it now,
Yeah.
Just so it could be part of the bit. Like, Penang curry, my two fucking favorites. I
had a guy who went to Japan for a month and came back with a dumpling tattoo on his arm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, is that better than the writing? Maybe, because it's actual picture. I don't know.
I'm going to see ICP in 2 weeks.
So you are a Juggalo.
I'm not a Juggalo, and I don't like ICP. The lineup, dude, this is crazy. So, and on Halloween, they had it was called Gods of Chaos. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
It's at Aragon Ballroom, and they tried doing it for Halloween, and it was successful. It was like 3-6 Mafia headlining.
Sick.
And then like all these punk bands.
Cool.
And all the 3-6 Mafia fans are like, there's going to be some crazy white boys here.
Right.
And all the punk bands are like, we're going to fucking see 3-6. So now, next Saturday, it's Gucci Mane headlining.
Fuck yeah.
Who I've been wanting to see since. Gucci Mane, I think, is the best rapper ever to exist. I've liked it. I'm the only person I know that read his book. That's how bad it is. But because he's fucking. Have you ever heard of like what he got away with and the shit
he killed what's his name's friend and like bragged about it or something.
Yeah, he drove. They got into some bullshit at a club, and then he's like, "Yo, kill that motherfucker." He's disrespecting us, and then. After he killed him, he dropped his body off at his kid's playground that he goes to.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah. So and then yeah. I mean, it also like there's just you read anybody. It's funny because it's Gucci Mane, but it's cool to learn those facts about anybody. Like for example, the name Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize this. So this is so stupid that I learned this from a video game. But have you ever played Mafia 3?
I have not.
Okay, so. Like I love the Mafia games because they they're made. I'm not even that big of a gamer, but those games I checked out, and they were like, the games were developed to be moving exactly with the times.
Okay.
So it's cool as fuck. Like all the classic cars, like you go from the 30s to the 80s, and with the game, all the cars chronologically
Very cool. Yeah.
move up.
Yeah.
The dress, even the radio, the songs on the radio.
That's sick.
And
the guns, obviously, all that shit.
yeah. And in the third one is about the heroin black mafia in New Orleans. And they were talking about how like post-slavery, like black people kind of stuck together there because that's what you had to do.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, these people we're still going to be racist, whatever. And Gucci Mane actually was his great grandfather's name because
What?
because yeah, he enlisted in the army, and they had that whole thing where like the front line was going to be all black because they're like, oh, you guys aren't going to survive. He survived.
Holy shit.
And when he came back with all this Gucci stuff from Italy that nobody even heard of in America at the time. What? Yeah, that's what became his name. Gucci.
Burr. That's nuts.
But yeah, it's Gucci headlining, then ICP, and then 4 of like some of the most violent bands that I love. It's
awesome.
fucking crazy. It's Haywire, which is like this old school Boston, almost like Dropkick Murphys skinhead stuff.
Okay.
Then there's Trash Talk, which has been one of my favorite bands for years. I mean, you go to Trash Talk, you should wear a helmet, is what I'll say. You go to there's clips online that you could see. There's people like they'll have a show at like a venue that's like a 3,000 seater, and there's just people jumping from the I-beams.
That's crazy.
You know,
that's nuts. Yeah, how big is Aragon? I've never been there before.
Aragon is pretty big. It's not ideal for that, but because it's Gucci headlining,
Right.
I just want to see how nuts people go for Trash Talk. And then Gucci Mane just be like, yeah, I'm out, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be weird because it's going to be so much energy up front, and then it's just going to like, not fizzle out, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Gucci may get the crowd going. I don't know.
Yeah, I seen a funny clip because I also, I don't want to sound like that dad, but I loved Odd Future before anybody heard of them.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever got into Tyler, the Creator.
Of course, yeah.
I remember, this is so stupid, but like, you know, I'm in that generation where I like downloaded everything off Kazaa and LimeWire.
Right.
And
Totally. You fried your computer.
yeah. And I remember sometimes it would be so funny because you would type in like Nirvana, but then they would like label it a Nirvana song, but it was like Stone Temple Pilots.
Right.
So they mislabeled it just to promote a band or something.
Yeah.
So I would look up Tribe Called Quest, like unknown songs, and I just ended up with all this Odd Future stuff.
That's
because
cool.
the beats are pretty chill,
Sure.
like the really early mixtape stuff.
Yeah, 2011 or something.
Yeah, and that's how I ended up getting that. But there's a clip where Tyler's on the same lineup as Gucci, and he goes out and starts going wild and punching people, and Gucci's security just beats the shit out of him because they thought it was a guy that jumped on stage. They're like,
They beat the shit out of Tyler, the Creator?
yeah.
That's insane.
They're like, who is this fucking guy? And they're like, oh, he's on the lineup, you know.
I'm on the fucking show, man. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, because Tyler, the Creator used to be nuts, obviously. Like, it was way different, you know, than his music is now.
With that, what was that Jackass thing he did? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He had a little short-lived satellite TV show where it was exactly like Jackass.
Oh, you're talking about Loiter Squad?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't like Jackass. That was more like like sketches, I think.
I don't know. I
Like they would like dress up in costumes and shit, and it was like 15-minute episodes on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
But it was all like Odd Future and shit. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe they did do some Jackass shit, but yeah, dude, Yonkers, that song is like insane. You know, it's like really funny even too. But
Yeah.
anyways, what other bands are you into? What other music have you seen?
What other music? I mean, this year, I feel like I manifested it. Fucking Oasis got back together. Dude,
Yeah.
I love Oasis.
Did you see them?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I went. It was wild. This is fucking crazy, but like I'm not even. I don't even fucking care how cheesy this sounds, but they literally saved me from like suicide, straight up, because I like during lockdown. I mentioned this, like 5 people in my family all died.
Oh my gosh.
In 1 year.
That's terrible.
And I was just like, institutionalized, over medicated, just really like in this haze where like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And it got worse as, like a lot, I don't have friends to like vent to because it's fucking lockdown,
Right.
And
what year is it? Is it 2020 or?
It was like, it was 2020.
Mm-hmm. My God.
And
did they all die of COVID?
No, it was all really brutal. All of it was all brutal. I mean, my mom was the most brutal because she was here, like in the US, but it was just like, first it was, so I count one of my pets as family, right?
Sure.
And it was my first pet I ever had. Then, and the pet actually died of COVID. If you want to know how crazy that, I was like, this is fucking, I thought it's a human thing. What the, is this some Alex Jones shit? but it was really scary because this fucking animal went from like, it was originally like 15 pounds to like 7 pounds in a week.
Oh my God.
Like I just came home one day and I pet it and the spine was just, you could just feel the spine.
Ugh.
It was sad as hell. And then next was my grandma in Poland. This is so messed up. Like Poland's healthcare is even worse. And so they would have like, they have a nursing home for like, say there's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Then there's like 300 nurses or something, right?
Okay.
Everybody took off. As soon as lockdown happened, they all took their vacation. So my grandma kind of died of starvation.
Oh my gosh.
Because she like fell out of bed, broke her hip, and then just like couldn't get to the emergency. So she just fucking rotted, And then my uncle, he was like Polish people are real Catholic, and he had a problem with his wife. She cheated on him when the first time he deployed to the Navy. So then he was just like, it's a sin to divorce.
When was that though?
That was like decades ago, right?
Okay.
But what happened is that he just ended up staying in the Navy. Just you could redeploy in the Polish Navy like your whole fucking life.
So he never got divorced.
Yeah, he never got divorced. He just stayed away from her, like on a fucking ship. Yeah,
it's hilarious.
And what happened is 1 year he's on this ship, and he's just like, I'm like spitting up blood. I'm like crapping blood. Like I don't know what's going on. And because it's like the healthcare is so bad, the only thing they had, no joke. I mean, I don't know.
The military?
Yeah. They just it was just so behind that. All they had was those, when you get hurt on the battlefield, they have those, you crack it and it's morphine. They had like these World War II morphine, 2 vials. And so they gave him morphine because they're like, we're out in the middle of the sea. We can't fucking dock for another 2 months.
Yeah, we'll just give you some painkillers.
Yeah. And by the time they docked, they realized it was superly progressing prostate cancer. And by that time, they kind of got him addicted to the morphine.
Holy shit.
So the withdrawal of getting off the morphine is what killed him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. And then...
So he didn't overdose?
No, he didn't No, it was just like...
They took it away from him?
Yeah, well, it's like, they didn't...
Like they got him on the drug, he got a tolerance, and then they just... out of nowhere cut it off, and then he died from the fucking shock. Basically?
No, because that would be kind of almost like I know what you're talking about. It's not like what killed him is weaning him off didn't allow his body to fight the cancer off.
Oh,
because your body's already taken up all that energy to try and fight the addiction.
Interesting.
So all that energy was going to the addiction rather than fighting the cancer. So yeah, and then my dad, which that was even more fucked, but my dad had dementia. He got COVID. He had you know what COPD is?
Yeah.
He had it from cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he caught it in the hospital. And he was one of the first people in Chicago to die. They had his name on the news and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And what's wild is I didn't talk to him in like 20 years because he kidnapped my ass when I was a kid. So he got a restraining order. Yeah. I know that's a big segue.
Yeah.
But he got the COPD, and I just got this call during lockdown. I'm fucking Instacarting and Ubering, and they're like, yo, they just called me and they go, we need your permission to give comfort care to this person. I didn't know what that meant. You know what that means? That's just like sugarcoating. We need your permission to pull the plug. Yeah. And so that happened, and that got into a whole nother thing. I mean, this is where this rat tail goes into, like really speaks, because I ended up, so he was a jeweler, before he got dementia and everything. He was like a successful jeweler and stuff.
Is he Jewish?
No, he's Polish, but he just that was his hobby. Like he loved metalworking, was in my family. That I don't know if were you raised in Chicago?
Yeah, well, it's burbs.
Yeah, you remember when they changed that Marshall Fields clock from like the regular white clock face to like a Cubs baseball?
I could not say that I know that specifically, but I'm following you.
Yeah, he refurbished that whole thing. It was just him.
That's incredible.
So they took that whole clock and he refurbished, like they were going to change the clock face, but they're like, this whole fucking thing is deteriorating. So he like redid it.
That's awesome.
But he was,
that's not just jewelry. That's like you said, like metalwork. That's
yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, he started off at a company that would make like church decorations.
Wow.
Like crosses and chalices and shit that holds candles and but he what happened is because he had dementia, I hadn't seen him in 20 years and I didn't want to, like it was fucked up relationship, right? And then out of nowhere in like a period of 2 months, I gotta pull his plug, like process the paperwork, clean out his fucking. That was a messed up thing. Is that
did you see him before he died?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't even want to. I mean, I visited him before, and it was weird because like they didn't tell me he had dementia. So I visited him, and then he's like, "Yeah, just give me your phone number." And then I have like 20 calls of him saying, "Where's my fucking cigarettes, you fucking asshole?" And I didn't know what was going on. And I asked him, they're like, "Yeah, he forgets." Like everybody who has dementia, they sometimes have a span. He's like, he forgets every 15 minutes that his cigarettes are on his fucking chest.
Whoa.
And so it's actually, I mean, this is kind of funny. He actually he went in the hospital maybe 10 years ago, but he stayed in there because he was playing Frogger. I mean, he would literally run across like a 6-lane street to go get cigarettes with his ass sticking out in scrubs and keep getting hit. So what's wild about that is when they told me, I go, I don't know what to do about this death. They go, well, if I were you, it's lockdown. All the federal buildings are closed to process the death certificate. I would clean his apartment out. Otherwise, they're going to charge you with the rent because you're the power of attorney.
Yeah.
Right?
Whoa.
So I went over there and I found.
So did you know that you were his power of attorney?
When they called me.
But he never had like, hey son, like, we don't have the best relationship. But
No, I didn't talk to him at all. No, he just like, he's in some Cook County cemetery that I don't know where it is. Like I never visited.
It's terrible.
But what got worse is when I went to go clean his apartment out, I found out, I was like, wait a minute, he's been in the hospital for 10 years. Who the fuck is living here? There were two gypsy women ripping him off.
What?
For 10 years. Like they were cashing all his Social Security, just living in his apartment, and he actually had like a high-end welfare apartment. It was on Lakeshore Drive, right across the street from Second City. And they just and that's where.
Can you fucking sue them for that? I mean, that's insane.
So the thing that sucks is like the Social Security thing. It's all government money. So it'd be like I'd be paying for a lawyer to help the government. So it wouldn't do anything.
They should go to fucking prison for that shit.
They should. You're taking advantage of a person with dementia that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like abusing the elderly. Not to mention you're stealing federal fucking money. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. And the wild shit was, so like when I went over there.
Right. So you were like, who the fuck is this? Like,
yeah. I was like, who the fuck are you? You need to get the fuck out now or I'm
holy shit.
And then here's what's crazy is like, I was like, okay, I didn't have a relationship with this guy. I don't give a fuck, but let's cash in. Let's be blunt, right?
Sure, yeah, sell everything.
And I'm looking through. He had these suitcases where it's like a foam pad with these slits, and it was all for rings. Because like as a hobby, he would like refurbish rings.
Yeah,
all cleaned out.
totally. Yeah,
They pawned it all
years ago. Yeah.
And then the part
How old were the women?
They were like his age, like in their 60s and shit. Yeah, they were like.
That makes me so much more mad.
Yeah, and so well, this is where I had to go to fucking Wild Phil rat tail mode. Is that so when I went there and I kicked him out of the apartment, I looked at like the envelopes, like all his mail and shit, and it was like, oh wait a minute, how the fuck? I was like looking at this. How does it say there's $7,000 in his bank on 2 days before he dies, and then it's gone 2 days after because they withdrew it? So I was just like, I just made it. I'm like, listen, I know some scary people. If you're not going to give me that money in 48 hours, I'm really going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And they give me it in 2 hours. Like,
wow.
They had it right there. So it was, and then at the end, to put the cherry all on top, my mom had ALS. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it was a shit ton to do.
How long did that?
It took like 4 to 5 years for her to die. And that was literally like,
that's good that you had more time, but obviously that's a bad one, right?
No, I had the worst relationship with her. It was, I'm telling you, dude, she was like, what happened to her? Like I literally, like, I never left a theater because I watched. I left watching. I know it's like really stupid, that Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, because she had like symptoms that they had in that movie. You seen it? Mm-hmm. Remember when he's on that bus and he like uncontrollably starts laughing at something fucked up, and then he's got to give them. My mom would have bouts like that. Because she was mentally ill. She would just like, we'd go somewhere and she would just like hysterically laugh and throw shit like in the middle of a public restaurant, and then like hysterically cry. It was why. And she also like, she went to the grave denying that she had ALS. She was a diagnosed narcissist personality disorder.
Holy shit.
She was fucked up.
Wait, and you became a comedian?
Yeah, right. But I'm a bad comedian. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
When's karma coming my way? You know,
had all this bad shit happen to you. Yeah, you should be funny at least.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Shit. You know, it's crazy because like immediately the day that she died, I went to go to Mike and I just roasted the fuck out of her. And
that's kind of good, right?
Yeah. But the funny thing was, there was a guy in the crowd who just got diagnosed with ALS. Oh. He's like, I'm sorry, son. I know how you feel. And it was the weirdest thing ever. Like, cause he was crying I'm like, I have a 70-year-old stranger's tears like drying on my nipples. That's what I got out of this fucking open mic. This is the weirdest this is the weirdest mic I ever did to this day.
That is so nuts.
But yeah, no, it was, we're still like, me and my brother are still fighting about it because like my buddy told me about this. I never even knew about this. Like,
do you have a good relationship with anybody?
I do. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I'm a stepdad. I've been married for 10 years. So,
okay.
But,
you've like done it on your own, you don't need your family. You can find your own family.
Yeah. Like I honestly, I kind of did raise myself. Like I didn't learn English till I was 12. And I just like
are you from Poland? You were born in Poland?
I was born in, so my parents, when they came here a year before I was born. And so I was raised with like 20 fucking refugees, like sardines in a can in an apartment. And
what was the neighborhood? Where'd you move to?
I think when from as far as I remember, I think we had like an apartment by like Leclerc, and I don't know what the name of the neighborhood is, but it was by that Polish church. You know what I'm talking about, where the Polish Fest happens every year?
No.
It's like St. Stanislaus or something.
I'd never go to a Polish festival.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Fuck those guys, man. No, but
I have a family member who's from Poland, and she married into our family, and she always talks about like she had this like great community that she like immigrated with, and like,
Yeah.
kind of, I think she was like in high school maybe when she came here, so a little bit older than you obviously, but
Yeah.
or whatever. But anyways, I thought there was a specific neighborhood, like not the Polish Village or something like that, but anyways, maybe not.
Yeah, no, there was.
There's just so many Polish people here, right? So
Yeah,
maybe it's
yeah.
just like the whole city is the Polish
Yeah,
part of town.
You know what's funny is like where I grew up, it's called Dunning, but growing up, nobody ever called it Dunning. I mean, it's Harlem and Irving. I don't know if where the Hip is, the Harlem and Irving Mall. Kind of by Brickyard, and I don't know if you know where Wright College is, but anyways, what's funny is when I grew up there, I used to tell people, dude, we were the blacks of the neighborhood. We got so much fucking racism. I got called a dumb Polak every day. And I didn't realize it was because we gentrified the fuck out of that neighborhood. Because when I was there, it was all like Italians and Irish, and you were either
Yuck.
Yeah, right. You were either talk about special needs now. No, but like it was like.
But it's bad when the Irish guy's making fun of the Polish guy,
Yeah. It's like looking into a mirror.
Right.
What?
Where were you like 50 years ago?
Yeah.
Or 20 years ago.
Yeah. No, but it was everybody there was either a cop in the union or like legitimized mafia business where I grew up. And so like for us, like Polish people moving in, like everybody, dumb Polak, dumb. And now what's funny is I got married 7 years ago. I'm not even religious, but I just chose that church because that's the school I went to. It was like nostalgia.
Yeah, sure.
Everything is Polish. All the priests, all the books. I'm like, we gentrified the fuck out of your neighborhood. And the funny thing is, it looks better because it's all contractors.
That's true.
It's like a half-assed grease that the electric doesn't work.
Yeah, I work with a ton of. I do construction, so I'm around a lot of Polish guys, and they're great carpenters.
Yeah. I know.
Or pretty good carpenters. I won't give them great carpenters.
I'm still working on a bit about that, about how like, so when people think of slavery, when you hear that word slavery, everybody thinks like American slavery.
Yeah.
But like that's where the word Slav originated from, because we were the first we were the longest slaves.
Yeah.
Is Russian, Polish, Czech, And so I was doing this bit about how awkward it'd be whenever you met a first girlfriend and their parents were like American rednecks. It'd be like, Polish. Good, hard workers. I'm like, well, I'm so thrilled that my 900 years of slavery, I can now fucking install some marble in your house, semi squared,
Yeah. That is funny. Yeah, people don't like that though. Yes, you drop that whole like, whoa, slaves. The original word is for white Slavic people, know, and they're like, fuck you, you know what we're talking about. It's kind of, I know.
I did do a bit about, I was like, man, I'm all for reparations. Y'all are fighting over a fucking missed check. I want my lottery check. Like, cause where do you think all these oil barons are? Like, how they talk about like generational wealth from like plantation owners here?
Yeah.
The Ottoman Empire. So like all the
Turks.
Yeah. And like, I don't know what I know Islam is a religion, but like the Muslim oil owners, that's where that wealth generated from,
Sure, right. Instead of owning plantations, right, they were like, right, okay, interesting. Yeah.
So, but that's like, that was when I was in my edgelord open micer phase.
Sure.
I'm like, this is more
edgy,
me being edgy, clever, and like, bet you didn't know this. And it's like, where's the funny,
Right. And that's my point. Like, I think that it is interesting, and plenty of people have been slaves, whatever, African people enslaved African people, right? But then white people are racist for owning slaves or whatever. Anyways. But again, it's just people don't like that. Oh, actually slave comes from white. I don't know. Just one of those things, like people don't like it. It's funny.
Yeah. It's funny because, this is so weird. I have a good friend who's a fireman, but he's like really liberal. Really. He's the only one at his station that's really, and he was trying to explain this to me. He's like, yeah.
Does he have a boyfriend?
Yeah, right. You might like. Well. He told me. I go. How did you? So we became.
I'm sorry. Let me check the cameras.
Yeah, it's all good. If it's still rolling. Yeah. I have the same setup. I do a podcast on Schaumburg, and I film everything on here. And there's so many times where this cuts out first.
Yeah.
Because it runs out of room.
Yep.
And then I just put up a technical difficulties on the YouTube and then just keep rolling the audio.
I had a guy on who is a great musician.
Yeah.
And we did like 30 minutes of him. I'd call out a riff and he'd be able to do it. And we did this for such a long time. And then we had all these different, whatever. And we lost like 20 minutes of it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. So I ended up taking the last, I had all the video, right?
Yeah.
And then I took the last like minute or whatever of me kind of like wrapping up, put that end, right? Cut the whole 20 minutes of audio that we lost. And then I just replayed him kind of riffing on the guitar over whenever he would speak. So it didn't, none of the words lined up or anything, but it kind of got us through like the last ending, if that makes sense. But I was kind of like, that's like a little, also no one's watching the entire video, like if you're watching a full hour of my show, like I'm very impressed with you. So hopefully you think that's funny at the end, anybody watching this. But, so yeah, I asked you if you've ever done a podcast before, and then I remembered you have your own, right? And you've been doing it right. Okay. So talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, so about, I don't know, maybe 2015, it was like the same, I used to have like a neo psychedelic band. It was like a 60s revival hippie shit, right?
Cool.
And we broke up, so I was like, I gotta flex this creative muscle somehow. So I started a podcast. I never did comedy because I was terrified of going on stage. I literally like always constant panic attack the moment you go on stage. Did you ever hear where that originated from? Those panic attacks, like on stage? Mm-mm. I mean, a lot of people these days, they throw around generational trauma. Like it's like a, Zoomer who doesn't have balls type excuse, right? Everybody has ADHD and has autistic now, right? But they say the generational it's like back in every time somebody was on stage, they were fighting their case to not be executed.
Right.
So that's why you get that.
You're being put on trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Or like you're a jester and you're trying to talk a king out of, no, we're not doing a mass suicide, Right. So like,
right, there's a lot of pressure on you if you're the only one and everyone's looking at you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like, so for like 3-4 years, I did just a podcast, and it was so stupid because I was like, oh, maybe I'll get famous doing this. It's like, dude, it's the top 2% and nothing else,
Damn, you're literally explaining me completely.
Yeah.
I'm on year 3.
Yeah, but I mean, now it's all about clips on Instagram. That's what's been working for me, like.
It's true. 2015, you said you started doing that? Yeah.
Well, that was my first I did it for like 5 years, and then I was like, this is kind of stupid, and who's listening to this? Whatever. Like, what are we fucking doing here? And then I was like, fuck this, I'm going on stage, and I did it. That was like 2000. I think that was 2021. So, I mean, I'm going to be 4 years comedian in March.
Wow.
And that made me want to do it again. Cause I'm like, now I have, back then it was just me and 2 other guys. It was called Hear Nothing, See Nothing, Say Nothing, because I don't shut the fuck up. So hear nothing, then see nothing. My friend was blind, and then say nothing. I had one of those, I don't know if you ever seen Half Baked, like the guy on the couch.
Yeah.
I just had like this friend who's like borderline autistic and just sits there and, So we did that.
What is that from? Hear nothing, see nothing. Is it like a saying?
Yeah, that's like you ever see like in. I seen it in dentist offices. It's that, you ever see those monkeys where one's covering up their ears, one's covering up his lips.
Right. It's like the emoji thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's from what I remember, the oldest was like when the mafia killed somebody, you're like, I don't know nothing. That's what it meant.
Right.
So
there's a Chicago thing too. There's a little bit of a theme there. Yeah.
Yeah. Like mind your own business, like whatever, Yeah. But
so you said you record in Schaumburg now?
Yeah. So I moved there, I think like 10 years ago, and I did that first podcast for like 5 years, got into comedy, and I was like, yeah, the first one, it was just me and 2 other guys just talking about bullshit, and like every fucking white guy podcast, right?
Man, dude, you're nailing me on the head right now. Yeah. This is like, I'm looking in a mirror.
and then I was like, now I'm in a comedy community. I can interview other, so I was thinking about this the other day. This is going to sound so, what we used to say, gay. I call it wangus because we can't say gay or the R-bomb anywhere. I just say it's so fucking wangus. This is going to sound so wangus because, like I said, I'm not political. I don't do either side. The best thing about Chicago comedy to me is how many, like, even when people say like diversity, right? There's an agenda. There's so many diverse comedians. I would have never been exposed to this diverse of people.
Yeah.
And people hate on each other that they don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And I used to think about that. I was a welder. I was a union welder. I was like, okay, there'd be times where I'd be welding and I'm like, okay, 14 hours a day, double overtime, 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
Fast forward 40 years later, what world have I been exposed to? These fucking opiate addicted, monster chugging, lifted truck idiots, right? Mm-hmm. And that's I'm going to the grave with that, right? Local 1, 2, 3, proud to the grave, right?
Sure.
And then I did I quit the union that's a whole nother story, but I started doing comedy. I'm just like, I would have never fucking. It's not even the political buzzwords like whatever, gender, race. I mean everything. I've met people who are orphans, met people who are still in the military. There's just people's from so many walks of life, and we just like unite through laughter. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, it is. Like I didn't even get that in music because it's like somebody gets cancer in comedy. That fucking GoFundMe is paid off in a day.
Yeah, right.
You do that in music, they're like, oh, fuck that guy. Like it's unbelievable. It's like it's really supportive. I love it.
So I've had people on here before that said that there's like 1,000 comedians in Chicago. What do you think the number is?
I'd say that's probably right.
Okay, and that includes suburbs, everything, Chicagoland, 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000.
Because I've had some Aurora comedians too on the show, and that's kind of its own scene. Both of them were Hispanics. Maybe I'm just getting a small sample or whatever.
Was it Ruben?
No, his name is Marcos, and then the other girl was named
Amy.
Sorry. No, Felix, Laura Felix.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Anyways, but then there's also I get a lot of the North Side guys because they're pretty close to me, so I feel like they're willing to do the drive.
I think
they're all kind of like liberal, kind of like yuppie white people, and then I've gotten some South Side kind of crossover. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And apparently, you're from Schaumburg, or are you a Schaumburg comedian, or are you?
No, I mean I do all Chicago mics because
I'm sorry, that was mean. I was trying to like kind of dig it. Back to the suburbs.
No, I get what you mean. I know those people because like they go, you're not even from the city. It's like, dude, growing up in the city and then moving to the burbs, I would never fucking move back. I don't miss any of that. And the funny thing is my in-laws, like my sister-in-law and shit, they're the opposite. They grew up in like Lombard and they moved to the city. I'm like, what do you like here? You never have a parking spot.
Yeah.
You like what? Your car is broken into once a month.
Yeah.
And then you don't have money to even enjoy the city because of the fucking rent. Uh-huh. So what are you doing? Like, why not just pay the gas to drive here?
I just moved here.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is what Evanston. So
it's not the same.
Yeah.
But this, more than I used to be, more than I'm used to,
Yeah.
Parking spot thing, yeah.
Yeah, I like.
It's my radiator. That's another issue with moving here.
Yeah.
I don't have ACE or heat or control of anything.
How do you like it here?
I love it. The building's like 100 years old, but I bought it. So I redid the bathroom. I redid some stuff in the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Kind of fixed it up.
Oh, that's the way to go, dude. I fucking like... So I welded for 15 years and sold drugs for like 10. So nice. I everything is fucking smooth sailing, It's just like it's beautiful. Like,
what do you mean?
I mean it's paid off. It's you remodel it. Like you know what? I don't know if this I don't know what to call this. I don't know if this was a Polish thing or I would never fucking like pay rent or I see people who like lease a car. Why? Like
I was talking to somebody who I know who
I learned that when I was like 10 years old. I was like, okay, do I want to rent Terminator 2 20 fucking times or just buy it for the price of 3 times renting it,
Yeah. Yeah, my family also was big in on like, okay, you buy the best thing you can afford, even if it's expensive. You might only have to buy one of them, but you buy it and it's going to last a long time. You know, where I feel like my generation is a lot of like, oh, you just buy 5 t-shirts. It's like, yeah, but if you just bought one t-shirt that didn't rip or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bad example, but.
That's what Carhartt is about, right?
Dude.
Dude, it's so funny seeing how you meant like liberal comics wearing Carhartt.
Yeah.
It's like I used to wear this because I was welding a fucking 40,000 ton bridge, and you're wearing it because you don't want to get your vegan taco sauce because you're gonna.
It's so funny.
Allergically break out, you know.
Yeah, the Kamala Harris campaign, they put out like a camo kind of trucker hat that said like Harris. It was almost like an ironic, you know, like redneck basically, which is just so funny. But
I love making fun of like both sides because everybody everybody overdoes it.
Of course,
like it's so goofy. I don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
do you know about? Sorry, I'm jumping. I just did an episode like 2 days ago, and this guy told me T something. Try Traden. He's a black comedian who's banned from every club, and he's even banned from Austin. But he came back to Chicago. Have you heard of this guy?
T something.
His name starts with a T. Traden.
It's not Tamir.
Yes.
Is it Tamir?
Yes.
Really?
I didn't have him on the show. I've heard the name Tamir now. What are your thoughts on it?
Spill some fucking tea here.
Should I have him on the show? That's the question.
That's up to you. I mean, you know, like
I don't know anything about him. I haven't even seen him. I don't know what he looks like.
So, he's as black as night. So that's how he looks. That's how I'll describe him. No, dude, Tamir. I seen him. I met him 3 times. Every time he made me actually laugh out loud. I'm a really Polish people don't laugh. We look like we need Metamucil all the time, you know.
Yeah.
And he made me laugh every time. He is a good comic, but I think something happened where he just like. I don't even know if it was a drunken rage or like I heard like he just got violent, and then people would be like, well, you're fucking banned from here, and then he'd get more violent or something, you know, and that's just, dude, I'm sorry, like learn the fucking rules of the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, once you get physical, it's like you're crossing the line.
Yeah, and also like if you get banned from this club, that's like for example me. Everybody, I was just talking about this yesterday on a pod with I had Susanna Rodriguez on my pod, and we were just talking about like how funny. We came to the conclusion that guys have more drama in comedy than girls, but here's what I'll say: there's places, mics that I know I can't go to. Why? Because they're gonna put me at the end of the list. They probably will tell me to leave. I never got violent. They just don't like me.
Really?
You know. And that's just the kind of shit. So imagine what happens when you get violent.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
And there is a situation where, you know, I'm not even going to name names because I don't want to spill that much tea. But a few years ago, there was a comedian who was really doing some close to rapey shit with women, right?
In real life, not on stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had a bit where he got a woman on. He was like, "Yo."
Well, I'm just saying, is it like is it hypothetical or is it?
No.
Real
It was real. I wouldn't even call it rape. It was just like creepy to the borderline where it's like you go one more step and you're in that, you know?
Yeah.
And what happened is I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about it, but I had a comedian on who just shredded this guy to bits on my podcast. Whoa. And it was like, I have a format on my podcast. It's called Wild Philosophy. Every episode is the same. I'm like, okay, what's the wildest shit that happened to you in the past 2 weeks? What's the wildest shit ever happened to you in comedy, in life, whatever? And then we go into how long have you, the boring, how long have you been doing it? Where you come from? So I had this girl on and I'm just like, I want to get to know her as a comedian. I was like brand new. I was like, holy fuck, I'm grateful that you even came into my house because I respect you as a comedian. And the whole podcast was just her shitting on this guy. And I didn't know how to respond. I was like, well, and this is why I'll say maybe you can give Tamir a chance, is I said, if this shit is true about this person, at least going on a podcast will get them to redeem themselves. And they refused to go on. So they're kind of in the same. They've plateaued. They're in the same place. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. If you did nothing wrong, why wouldn't you, Like,
defend yourself.
Yeah. Tell your side at least, you know?
Can I cut the name out if you say it?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Do you think you know who it is? You can guess.
I've only met a couple of these people, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Well, then you probably, I
I want the gossip.
Yeah, you probably will not know them, but yeah, you know, it's funny because when I went into comedy, like because I had panic attacks and because I had like social anxiety, and also because I realized that too. Half of that was learning English at 12. Like I was always playing catch up, you know.
Yeah.
So to have that superpower of doing comedy, I felt like because you have the superpower, oh, comedians must all be cool. You forget that they're flawed fucking humans. Right. Everything that a human would do, a comedian, you know, whether it's fuck you over out of money or somebody might murder you, like whatever humans are capable of, comedians are. And I sort of like got that because, you know, as a comedian, you're supposed to like read the room. You're supposed to know what jokes to do where, and you would think that they would apply that in other aspects of their life, but they don't. And so, I mean, I don't know, but to me, maybe that would be a chance to for him to explain himself, you know?
Yeah.
But
and you don't have to obviously start any beef or drama or anything. I'm just literally 2 days ago, I heard this guy's name for the first time, and I just heard like he was banned from everything. So I'm like, automatically, I'm like,
yeah,
what's going on there? You know, like I'm just interested.
Yeah, I think it was just a violent thing. You know, I mean, and it's crazy because that is, I don't think you could do anything worse. You know, because there's people who they you know, they're stupid and new, and they do a joke with they drop the N-bomb, and it's like, you know what's funny about those jokes? Like it reminded me of
absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I used to. Do you know what like black metal is?
Like really heavy metal.
Like yeah, it's like Satanist,
Norwegian.
Yeah,
burning churches.
Yeah, all those guys are actually maniacs in real life. You know that, like the in Mayhem, which is like the epic band, whatever. The guy was in jail for the maximum Norwegian sentence, 21 years, because he stabbed 5 people and burnt like 13 churches.
Holy shit!
He got out in like 2005.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and so like, I say that what's kind of like goofy to me is that all those bands, they all have the same topics. Let's talk about how much we hate God.
Yeah.
Let's wear Kiss makeup, you know? And I pitched this idea to my band. I was like, you know what we should do? We should actually sing about what is evil. Why don't we all dress up like Catholic priests?
Yeah.
And sing about like the fucked up things about the church, you know?
Yeah,
like it'd be something fresh and new, you know? But it's a hard sell. Like he's like, so you mean we got to pretend we're pedophiles on stage? You know, it's like, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is it's such.
You're like, yes, we're going to pretend to be pedophiles on stage. Yes. What are you not getting here?
Yeah, dude, get with the times. Seriously.
We're going to create a show talking about how we're pedophiles.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is that to me, that was low hanging fruit. Oh, I guess this is what we're supposed to do. Sing about Satan and wear makeup. So like in comedy, you think about like all that shit. Sometimes when I hear certain whatever, somebody includes the N-word or to me it was abortion. To me that's like, dude, that's so not creative. It's not even offensive. It's not offensive. I'm like, where?
And you're also like,
that well's dry.
Right. You're just like, you're kind of being shitty because you're trying to say the thing you're not supposed to say, and it's not even funny. You're just like, you're trying to be like an instigator almost. You're like you're troll, basically.
It's like the first time you learned "fuck you" in 2nd grade, and you just wait.
Right. Once you learn a bad word, and you
Oh, dude, I got a few comedians mad talking about how like it's just weird to me that, you know, I went through my whole fucking like fuck America, System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine phase in like 8th grade. You know, let's go to the woods and burn a flag, right? Why are you doing this in your 30s? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
people seem to not be growing up and cosplaying in real life, just like the Carhartt matcha guy, you know, who's at a bookstore.
Yeah,
is like cosplaying, like you're playing dress up, like you're trying to. I don't know. It's almost like there's so many niche fashion things now. Like if you want to be goth, like there's more goth people than ever right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like talk about like cowboy western, right? Everybody's is like fucking cowboy now, right?
Yeah.
Or there's these different things. So it's like everybody's. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that, but
I think it's weird that and I don't even know how this sounds, out of date, misogynist, whatever. I noticed like so many like girls now, they dress like they just like slept over at dad's house. It's like all like quadruple XL and like a vintage NASCAR shirt or something, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like girls dress as ugly as possible, but still look hot, if that makes sense. It's almost like I'm going to wear the biggest jean shorts possible, but like, somehow I'm still hot. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's like you threw an autopsy blood covered blanket over like the nicest car. You know, like
basically.
And
maybe that's the backlash from leggings. I was the generation of every girl wore black skin tight pants, you know, through middle school and high school. Now I bet leggings are.
That was me. I was a high school girl in your house. I wear fucking skinny jeans.
But did they wear that? And you're 10 years older than me, right? So
yeah. I mean, in my high school, they had the whole fucking like, you know, falling in reverse. Like that whole emo
pop punk,
like blowout emo, black circle. They would always have like the, you know, scene. Exactly. That's what it is. Which is so weird to me. Cause I look at, I don't know if it's like the scene dress, but I look at like so many girls from my high school. I'm like, I don't know what it is about how you dress, but your ass looks so extra white and flat in the way you're dressed. Like
that is flat. That is flat ass fashion. You're right.
It's like you would get a job in Hooters immediately because there's nothing to focus below the waist, you know?
Yeah. What is that? It's also like 90s hot was like skinny, no ass, big tits, right?
Yeah, dude. Like I argue with this with my bosses because they're all about tits because they're all a bunch of creepy boomers about tits. Sure. I'm just like, you know, how does it feel when whatever the girl of your dreams drops her pants and you're like, am I in the football locker room? Because
I'm looking at Hank Hill's ass right now.
Yeah.
Narrow urethra. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's both, obviously, right? I mean, like, why not both? You know, are you a foot guy?
I'm an ass guy.
Okay.
I can't get the foot thing. I don't understand what that is.
I don't get it either, but I'm jealous. I wish. I mean, this is kind of hack now, but it's like if you're a foot fetish guy, you can just walk around and see your favorite thing ever. You know, girls walking flip flops and shit. Like, how is that fair? You know,
you want to know what the creepiest guy that I knew? You want to hear that? So this is the weird. This is creepy because it's just like it's more funny and nerdy than creepy. I worked at it was probably my only white collar job because it's a long story, but like I got kind of a free college ride because I did ROTC. I didn't have money for college. I just did the military training and they pay for it.
Sick.
And then I kind of skimmed the government because I didn't let them know that I'm epileptic until I was about to be deployed. So I guess you could call that a draft dodger. I don't know.
Okay.
But I got paid, you know, free ride. But
awesome.
I don't even know what we were talking about. I'm so fucking.
Damn it. I got into your whole story there.
The creepiest fucking. Okay.
Creepiest guy you ever met.
So